Hey there everybody, what is going on? My name is Aditya and welcome to Chapter 2 Episode 4. In this episode, we'll be taking a look at the operators inside of Elixir. We'll be starting out with the standard operators. So the first operator that we'll be taking a look at is the comparison operators. So let's just say there's a comparison. You'll be saying 1 is exactly equals to 1. Now this is pretty much standard in all the languages, which will be setting it to true. So if I'm saying 1 is not equal to 2, I'll be saying it so. Now there's a triple equals to operator, which will be saying like 1 is exactly equals to 1.0, which is quite obvious. By triple equals, it will be checking whether the float value precision is correct or not. It will be saying false. So these are the 4 different operators based on the equality comparison. Then there are the operators like 2 is greater than 1, which sets to true. 1 is less than 2, which sets to true again. Then there's greater than or equal to. So 12 is greater than or equal to 12, which is true, but 12 is also greater than or equal to 13, which will be set to false. Then there's less than or equal to, which is denoted by this. So I'll be saying 12 is less than or equal to 11, which will be set to false, and 12 is less than or equal to 13, which will be set to true. The next 4 operators are arithmetic operators. These are plus, minus, divide and multiply. So if I'm saying 2 plus 2, I'm getting 4, 2 minus 2, 0, 2 divided by 2, 1.0 and 2 multiplied by 2, which will be giving me 4. Now there are 3 operators that are pretty standard again. Let's just say I'm saying not true, which means it's false. Not false, which means it's true. The not is also denoted by the exclamation point, false, which is true, exclamation true, which is false. The next one is the OR type. The OR operator is not denoted by these two lines, these two straight lines like in other languages, but it is denoted by simply saying OR. Like let's just say true or false, it should set out true. False or false should set out false, and true or true set out true. The next one is AND. The AND is not denoted by this, it is instead denoted by simply saying AND. So if I'm saying true and false, it should give me false. True and true should be the only condition that should give me true. The next down the line is the join operator. So first of all, I'll be declaring the variable which will be called as name, which I'll be setting my name to. And now I'll be trying to go ahead and print hello. And then I'll be simply joining the name over here, and it will be printing out hello Aditya. Now another joining operator that is present inside of Elixir is for joining 2 different lists. So let's just say my list is there for the 1, 2 and 3, and then there I have another list which will be set to 4, 5 and 6. So if I want to join these 2 lists, I'll be simply saying list plus plus list 2, which will be giving me out the concatenated list. So the next operator is in operator. Now how the in operator works is it will be going through the list and it will be checking whether that particular number or that particular thing that you are asking for, whether it is present in the list or not, and it will be simply giving out true or false. So let's just say I want to check if 3 is in list, it will be giving me back true. But if I'm saying 4 in list, which obviously the 4 is not included in the original list, it will be giving me out false. Now this comes pretty handy since we will be always checking out whether the particular element is available in the list or not. So now the final operator that is very important inside of Elixir, that is also considered as the beauty of Elixir, is the pipe operator. So I'm going to go ahead and switch to the Visual Studio Code. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is create a module over here which will be called as maths, and inside of this I'll be creating a function called as square, which will be taking in a parameter called as a, which does something like a times a is returned to that function. So I'm going to go ahead and start the IEX shell on that particular file right now, and over here I'm going to go ahead and say sq equals to maths dot square of 5. So obviously that actually prints it out in the Elixir's interactive shell. But now if I really want to put it out inside the program, I'll be simply saying io.puts sq, which will be printing out 25 over there in the interactive Elixir shell. So if you really see over here, I'm passing this value, which is another function to which I am passing this particular value right over here. So what can be the easy way to do this? Rather than putting out two different statements, what we can do is simply say 5, we can pipe it through the maths.square. Now the 5 will be passed in the maths.square as the first argument, and we will be piping that to the io.puts method, which will be printing out 25 fair and easy. Now one of the reason why it will be used over and over is this actually shows you the elegancy in the code, and it looks very beautiful when you write complex pieces of threaded code. So remember this one, because it will be used a lot more in the future. There is one more operator that we have actually looked at in the previous episode, which is called as the Ampersand Operator. I'll not be going through that operator again over here. You can go ahead and watch the previous episode if you want to know more about that. So thanks a lot for watching this video, and be sure to comment if you have any problem, and I'll see you in the next one.